it's funny because last week I just started teaching in this Zoom room, and the other one it automatically recorded, and this one doesn't. So I had to text Jennifer and tell her, hey, I didn't record that last session. It's like I just taught a whole class and didn't record it. I'm sorry. It was funny. So have you ever been to my classes before? I don't believe I remember your name. I can't see your face right now.
I don't think so. I can turn on my camera for a little bit at least. It just usually messes with the Wi-Fi.
So you don't have to. You don't have to turn it on at all. Well, it's good to see your face. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember your face. Welcome. Do you have any physical limitations or anything like that?
It's been a while since I've done it, so I may cut out. I may not do all the poses, but usually the only thing that sometimes my wrists give me problems.
Okay.
But Jennifer's given me some modifications for a lot of stuff for that.
Awesome. Well, I just kind of I teach intuitively, so I'll be mindful of that, and we'll just take it from there. Do what you can, leave the rest. That's kind of my motto in teaching, is don't push your body past the point where it's not comfortable for you, and just be careful with yourself, and love yourself exactly where you are. So just do what you can.
Sounds good.
If you need to, make modifications that she's given you, or maybe modifications, for your own body, just do that.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll get started. If you have like a block or a strap, some blocks or straps around, you can grab those or keep them close by. If not, you can have like a hand towel or even some pillows, just for some props to have close by. During the practice, that might help you, during those modifications. So we'll begin with, it's a quote that I found last night from the goddess Rumi, the whirling goddess, and it's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. For me, that kind of meant, to welcome not just each season, but each emotion that you feel openly, and greet them and allow them to be there wholly. I have struggled for a long time to accept the so-called bad emotions and allow them to be a part of my life. So it's a new thing for me to accept those into my life and allow them to wash over me and greet them with open arms, And I think we need to embrace all of our emotions. We need to be there and honestly and humbly evaluate them and love them and let them be a part of who we are. So that really spoke volumes to me last night, and just a little bit of a reminder for me that I don't need to judge those emotions that maybe the world has given me the perspective of deeming bad, because what are we? It's not really good or bad. There is no good or bad in the emotions. They're just what they are, So that's kind of just something that I'd like to read a little bit of something before we start class to have as an intention. So just honor your body and be where it is today. Love yourself, like I said, for exactly where you are, and just allow your breath to guide you. So we'll begin in Sukhasana, or easy pose, or if this is not comfortable for you, you can extend the legs out long, sitting up tall, lengthening head over heart, heart over pelvis, Softening the gaze and closing the eyes. We'll start to connect the breath here. We'll start by inhaling through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Followed by the exhale. We'll stay here for a few more rounds on your own, allowing your body to settle into your space and connecting to the body. As we sit here, connecting the breath to the body, start to soften the shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing through the jaw. Softening the skin down the back of the neck. Three more breaths here. Start to bat the eyelashes open. Coming back into your space. Good. So to begin, I want you to place the hands on the fronts of the knees. We'll move through a few cycles of seated cat-cow. So we'll inhale, lift the chest, allow the head to come back, gazing up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Then on the exhale, really round through the spine, find the navel to spine connection, take the chin into the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine, chest up towards the ceiling, gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, round through the spine. Tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze towards the ceiling, soften through the shoulders. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Two more just like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round through the spine. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to sit up. Stacking the head over heart and heart over pelvis. Good. Next, we'll take the right hand outside the right hip, even if you're coming onto tented palms here, the hand does not have to be flat. Take the left hand outside the right knee. We'll inhale, sit up tall, and then on the exhale, we'll do a slight twist. Gaze over the right shoulder, allow the left to drop. So really soften to that left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Maybe with each inhale, sit up a little bit taller. And with each exhale, see if you can sink a little bit further into the twist. 2 more breaths here. On your inhale, come back through center. Exhaling when you get there. Switching sides now, so left hand comes outside the left hip, even if it's on tented palms. Right hand outside the left knee. We'll inhale, sit up tall, and then on the exhale, we'll twist. Left shoulder comes back and down, gazing over that left shoulder. Allow the right to drop as well. Softness through the shoulders, lengthening through the neck. Three more breaths here. Keep the face relaxed. Brow unfurrowed. On your inhale, come back through center. Exhale when you get there. Awesome. So we're going to take the right hand, place it back down onto the mat. If this is comfortable for you, you can also come down to the right elbow with the hand laid out flat, as long as you can keep this left hip tacked down to the mat. If the left hip comes up like really high, you'll probably want to stay up tall here. So what we'll do is we'll inhale, sweep the left arm up and over, really taking a nice deep stretch to the left side of the body here. Roll the left shoulder back and down, pointing through the fingertips. You can gaze up towards the fingertips, keeping length in the back of the neck. So you'll feel this nice deep stretch all the way down the back of the left tricep, left side of the body to the top of the left hip. Again, you have the option to stay upright with the right hand directly onto the mat. Just depends on the day for me and where I am and which pose I can be in. I have a lot of tightness in the left hip. Take about 3 more breaths here. Notice if you've allowed the left shoulder to creep up towards the ears and make an active decision to release it. So we'll inhale, start to rise up. Exhale when we get to the top. Good. So to switch sides, we'll come to the left hand, making the palm flat if possible, or even coming down onto that left elbow, ensuring that right hip is tacked down and it's not coming up too much. So we'll inhale, lift the right arm up, and then on the exhale, take it up and over. Roll that right shoulder back and down, opening up through the chest. Gaze up towards the right fingertips if you'd like, or just keep the head in in a horizontal position to keep the length in the back of the neck. Two more breaths here. On an inhale, we'll start to rise up. Exhaling when you get to the top. Awesome. So we'll extend the legs out long. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana, or forward fold position. So legs will be extended out long. Keep a soft bend or a deep bend in the back of the knees, whatever you need to do for your body. Grab a hold of a strap or a towel if you do have a lot of tightness in the hamstrings. Otherwise, if you don't have these, the hands can be on the shins, ankles, peace fingers around the toes, or clasping the outsides of the feet. So if you need that strap, you just wrap it around the base of the feet. We'll inhale and lengthen up through the spine. Then exhale, start to lead with the chest. And whenever you feel that nice deep stretch in the back of the hamstrings and the lower back, stop here. You do not have to come all the way down. There is no protocol here. So just keep that length in the back of the neck, softness through the shoulders. Feel a nice deep stretch in the back of the hamstrings and the lower back. Soft bend in the back of the knees. And we're just going to breathe here. Even if you'd like just to rest the hands outside the calves. Feel free to do so. Continue to use the breath to help loosen any muscles where you find tightness. Maybe guiding the breath there, watching the knots unravel. On your inhale, start to roll up, stepping vertebrae by vertebrae, allow the head to be the last thing to come in. Exhale when you get to the top. Good. Next, we'll come into a wide-legged position. So we'll take the legs out as wide as is comfortable for you. It's going to be different for everybody. The main thing is to keep the feet, the toes flexed up towards the ceiling and roll the thigh bones back and down to keep the hips hopefully grounded onto the mat. And again, there will be a softness in the back of the knees, not locking the knees out. I want you to take the left hand to the shin around the ankle or peace fingers around the toes. We'll inhale, sweep that right arm up, and on the exhale, take it up and over. Again, we're going to roll that right shoulder back and down. This is going to allow the left to drop. Gaze towards the right fingertips if you'd like, or just keep the head in the upright position, not allowing that left ear to fall towards the left shoulder. We're covering two grounds here. We're opening up through the chest. We're stretching the inner thighs and the side of the body. Start to notice if you allow that right shoulder to come in, collapsing in the chest, and make that active decision to roll that right shoulder back once again to open up through the chest. Take 2 more breaths here. On the inhale, we'll start to rise up. Exhaling when you get to the top. We'll switch sides, so right hand comes to the right shin, ankle, or peace fingers around the toes. We'll inhale, lift the left arm up, and on the exhale, take it up and over. Roll that left shoulder back and down, allowing the right to drop this time. Pointing through the left hand, gaze towards the fingertips, or again, keep the head in the upright position, not allowing that right ear to collapse towards that right shoulder. Now on the inhale, you start to rise up. Exhale when you get to the top. Awesome. We're going to stay in this wide-legged position to come into a forward fold. So grab blocks or the pillows or books or whatever you need to grab to place out in front of you, because that's where you're going to rest your head if you cannot come out flat, which I still struggle with. So just keep those thigh bones rolled back and down, toes flexed up towards the ceiling. We'll inhale, sit up tall, and then on the exhale, start to walk the hands out until you feel that nice deep stretch in the inner thighs, and then bring the elbows down if able. If not, you can stay upright with the hands, and then rest the head down onto your prop. If at any time this becomes too much on you, just back out by lifting up. And then when you're ready, and if you would like, you can enter back in. Remember to maintain that softness in the backs of the knees. Just a few more breaths here. Two more. On an inhale, start to use the hands to help walk you back up. And exhale when you get to the top. Good. Bring the legs back together, and then we're gonna just kind of pound it out. So just, start making some motions up and down with the knees. So pound the legs out. When you're ready, you can find stillness. We're gonna come to lying flat onto our back. So whatever way you find possible, please do so. If you have a strap or a hand towel close by, please grab it so we can have it while we're lying flat on our backs. But first, we'll come into that position of lying flat on our backs. So with the knees bent here, we will take the right foot, cross it over the left leg, coming into reclined pigeon posture. So draw that left knee in, interlace the hands behind the back of the hamstring or the front of the knee, whichever is most comfortable for you. And start to draw that left knee in towards you as you press the right away. Trying to open up gently through the hips. Keep a brightness in the toes. Even finding a nice gentle sway back and forth. Massaging the lower back. You do find a lot of tightness in the hips. This is another place where you can use the breath to release it. Last breath here. Release the back of the left hamstring as you allow the left foot to descend towards the mat. We'll switch sides so right foot uncrosses off the left. And then we switch sides so the left ankle crosses over the right knee. Draw your right knee in, interlace behind the back of the hamstring or the front of the shin. Keep the toes bright, flexing through them. Draw the right knee in, press that left knee away slightly. You might notice differences in each side of the body, especially in this position, and tightness in the hips. 2 more breaths here. Releasing the back of that right hamstring, allowing the right foot to come back down towards the mat. And cross that left leg off the right. Grab a hold of the strap or towel or whatever you have close by. If you have neither, that's okay too. You'll just lengthen that left leg out long. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. If you have pants, your yoga pants on, or any kind of pants, hopefully you have pants on, then you will grab a hold of the bottom of your pants leg. Place the left hand on top of the left thigh and extend to that right foot. So the right foot is flexed. Draw the right leg in slightly. And then on the exhale, allow the right foot to come out towards your right side, gazing over the left shoulder. The left hand is meant to anchor down that left thigh bone, so keeping the hips stable. You'll really feel this openness in the front part of the body and the hips. So really embrace that and allow yourself to breathe into those muscles that you feel tightness in. On your inhale, come back through center. If you have the strap in your hand, you can take the left hand around the strap. Now take the right hand outside the right hip. Cross the right foot over the left side of the body as you gaze over the right shoulder. The main thing is just to feel a nice stretch through the outside of this right hip. So don't try to take that leg as far over as maybe you did the right. Just allow yourself to feel that deep stretch on the outside of that left hip. On your inhale, bring the right foot back through center. Release the strap of your clasp or on the pants leg. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. Releasing the right leg, extend it out long. As we draw that left knee in, we're going to place our strap or clasp the base of our pants, our towel, or whatever we have at our hand's length. Right hand is going to come to the top of that right thigh, and then we'll take that left leg out towards your left side, gazing over the right shoulder. On an inhale, bring that left leg back through center. Clasp the right hand around the strap, towel, or base of the pants. Take the left hand outside the left hip and cross the left leg out over the right side of the body as you gaze over that left shoulder. And for me, I can't come as far over the right side of my body as I do the other side. As I said before, I have a lot of tightness in the left side of my hip from my back surgery. On an inhale, bring the left leg back through center. Exhaling when you get there, release the strap or towel or your clasp around the foot. Draw the left knee in towards the chest, hugging it in. From here, keeping that right leg extended out long. We're going to come into a supine twist. Keep the left knee bent. Take your arms into cactus arm or Texas T arms. And then you can allow that left knee to fall heavy over the right as you gaze over the left shoulder. On your inhale, bring that left knee back through center. Exhaling when you get there. Switching sides, so we'll extend the left leg out long, bending in the right knee. Keep the arms in the same position as you would like. Allow that right knee to fall heavy over the left as you gaze over the right shoulder. On an inhale, bring the right knee back through center. Exhale when you get there. Extend the right leg out long, now entering into Shavasana. So you'll take the legs as wide as your mat or wider. Extend the arms as wide as the mat or wider. Start to soften the gaze and close the eyes. Softening through the face. We'll start by unfurling the brow. Then we'll release the jaw. Finding softness down the back of the neck. Cascading down through the shoulders. Washing over the arms, all the way down through the fingertips. Shoulder blades are gliding down the back of the body now. As you feel a lightness through the chest. Abdomen softens. As the hips begin to relax into the mat, you feel the glutes release. The quads and the hamstrings start to loosen. And the kneecaps feel light. The calves press heavy into the mat. And the ankles are so loose that the feet flop open towards the side of the mat. As you rest in Shavasana.